Welcome back to another episode. If you're wondering about this get up, don't wonder. If you're new here, my name is Breezy, and welcome to my channel. Hit that like button and subscribe. Just be a supporter. Women accused of being too assertive, spiritual, midwives, or single. Fear disguised as righteousness. Punishment without proof. These were the Salem Trials. In the 1950s to the 1960s, women were punished without any real reason. Punished for wanting to have friends. They were punished for wanting to be independent. Women were institutionalized with hysteria for deciding that they want to have their rights. To be able to choose how they live their lives and what they do with their lives.
Tarriana Burke, a black activist and survivor, first started using the phrase Me Too in 2006. She worked with young women of color and had survived sexual violence and wanted to create a safe space where survivors could support one another with empathy and solidarity. The simple phrase, Me Too, was meant to be a conversation starter to let women and girls know they're not alone. In October 2017, the hashtag MeToo went viral on Twitter. This came shortly after multiple women accused Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein of sexual abuse. Thousands of survivors, including celebrities, everyday women, and marginalized voices, used the hashtag to break the silence around abuse.
Brave women came forward. Some were mocked, some were believed, or faced backlash, like Rose McGowan and Kesha. So modern day witch hunts aren't the same. We have TikTok cancel culture. Women shamed for bodies and voicing their opinions and not being afraid to say no to a man. Amber Heard versus Johnny Depp. Regardless of the truth, she became the face of disbelief in women all over the world. When a man is wrong, it's a mistake. When a woman is wrong, it's a curse. So many people have came out, or women, who I feel like have been planted into our society to make us look unreliable, undependable, and incapable of speaking the truth on the ways of the world. So many of us have been labeled as witches for being comfortable with our sexuality and being comfortable in leadership roles that a man should be a part of. Especially when it comes to the number one. The number one criticism is the churches. The churches are the one that actually crucified the women. The witches. The house takers. The adulteress. The mistress, right? And it's all out of psychological warfare. Fear of feminine power and the way that we can adapt to any situation. That the power to give birth and to give life is intimidating to men who have the power in their hands to treat women like trash. Controlled masks of morality, collective trauma passed down through generations. Society still burns women digitally, emotionally, and socially. To every woman who was silenced, shamed, or burned by the words of others, we see you, and we're done playing small. Today is the day that we truly empower one another. Not be girls, but be strong women. Women are capable of so much more than what we allow ourselves to be. We do not have to be sex symbols to be respected. We don't have to be slaves, servants to be respected. And we damn sure don't have to give up our rights to be respected. Don't stay in the situation that you're in that's caused you to feel like you have to be subjected to it. It's time for you to rise up. Don't allow them to curse you or crucify you like the witches that they did in our past, who mind you, were just strong spiritualists that were naturally gifted. And a lot of them weren't even the ones that did the crimes. They were accused of crimes that others committed and frames. So let our ancestors, the ones that have led us here, rejoice that we reclaim our power today. And let's live for them. And actually, women truly support women. No longer being like, oh yeah, it's a man's world. It's a man's world. We need to be all about the men. Really? No, it's not a man's world. It never was. Gaia is a woman, is a feminine energy. And for us to decide that we're not going to support one another based on an opinion of a male or many males that may or may not be even true. I get it that you're scared. I understand that you're probably fearful of taking up your own cross and walking with it, but I promise you, you will have more victories than you will losses. Today, if you choose to truly follow the divine feminine that lives within you. Isn't it just bizarre how much men hate us? That they literally want to have our bodies. They want to create kids through their own bodies. That they claim that they're biological women, yet they're not. That they're having procedures to look just like us, yet men have more benefits in the world than women do. Isn't it strange that they're doing all that? Not at all. No, see, they've done that since the beginning of time. The weirdest thing about men is that they have a hard time accepting themselves for who they are. Literally. They will hide in a closet with a whole family and a whole wife. And they'll hide in there for 20, 30 years. That's because they don't have the ability to accept themselves without being validated. I'm not saying this out of all men. I'm not saying that all men are bad. I actually love men, right? But I'm saying from a truth that men have a lot of weight on their shoulders to the point that they do not have the ability to truly accept themselves. They only go by logic. A lot of men only think with logic. So if you're constantly thinking with logic, you're going to only perceive things from that angle. So it's like, why is it that men are trying to become more like women? Logically, right? It's because they think that it's so easy to be a woman. It's so easy to be us. But at the end of the day, being a woman is a hard job, especially if you're a mom. It is so hard. And if you're a wife, oh my gosh, if you're a stay-at-home wife, I give you so much blessings right now. But as we close, I hope that you start to think about feminine empowerment and how to truly change the way that you are in your community, how you can start helping other women, how you can start a business or start organizations that truly surround the growth of women, give outlets to women that are struggling with abusive situations, and don't judge them on it. You can't say you're a girl's girl if you're judging women on their situations that they're staying in. When they're staying in domestic violence situations, that's not being fair. So hit that like, hit that notification bell, and subscribe. Let's be fam. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye.